All
right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boys, the uno, dos, tres, and that is 3 in Spanish for you people who are not bilingual. We are the 3 Count, a wrestling podcast, and that's 3 in another language.
Right.
Right? We are the 3 Count, a wrestling podcast. We're here to talk to you about everything that's going on in professional wrestling to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
This is our 2024 go home show.
Wrap up.
We're a wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spotify's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Crunchyroll's been doing.
Yeah.
Like everybody else on that bandwagon. Music. I don't have Apple Music, so I don't know what that
do.
is.
So I'm just letting y'all know they do that too. Yeah.
It's like the Beatles. I don't care about them.
Oh my god.
Hater. Oh,
I'm on the list.
The hate on my own. That's what I'm nominating for Hater.
But tonight we will be talking about who we think is the comeback superstar of the year, the rising star, gimmick of the year, top heel, fall off, the Justice Forge segment, best match.
Feud.
And a little bit more.
Rest of the year. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Real quick. Again, this is going to be more than likely our last podcast of the year. So first and foremost, let me say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and Happy Kwanzaa. And
Happy Hanukkah to some of y'all. I know.
Yeah, that too.
Happy holiday.
Happy holidays for those who don't care about any of this shit. But yeah, that's no. We'll just talk about it.
Nope. Wait. Hold up. Something important that I need to say. All right. Audie, the late bloomer, part of the 1, 2, 3 Count, a wrestling podcast. I want to officially put on record to say congratulations to C.T. Brown. That boy is getting married. Look at him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, come show off your ring.
He proud of that.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Show off your ring.
Yeah, I want to see this. I need to get a good look at it. Oh, she better bring her ass.
Oh, snap.
Look at it.
Yeah.
I gotta get a good look at that. Hold on.
Bring it closer. Bring closer.
Look at that. Look at that.
She cut it out. No, just like
that is beautiful. Hey,
oh my god. Hey, it's going on YouTube, fella.
And it just went down on price. Get it, girl.
I like this, so I'll put a ring on it.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Congratulations.
Now there's
my fiance.
You know what's coming next, right? Because first come love, then come marriage, then come CET with a baby carriage. There we go.
Yeah, we'll see.
It ain't no. I'm seeing a little Carrie within the next 2 years.
Well, that would be a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh no, you good.
Just going to work. I'm making me some Frenchy fries.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I wish I had some chicken tenders so I could be a chicken tender slut.
Chicken tender slut, yeah. Like Dirty Dom.
All right, but we can get into it.
Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about next year. Let us know who you would like to see us interview next year.
Chico Adams.
So,
yeah.
We're already going to interview Chico Adams.
It's gonna happen.
Casey Lennox.
It's gonna happen.
Remy. Axe Clover. Jay Sky. Sophie Ramirez.
Oh yeah.
We got people. We even might be able to get TJP on here because we're friends with his wife.
Yeah, you should. You should get some of your former teachers up here,
It's true.
so we can share some stories
Shout out
about
to
you.
Lindsay, Jesus, Aaron, Jay Lethal.
Oh, I love to get Jay Lethal in there.
Jay
Oh, I
Lethal
got
would
to
be
about that
amazing.
boy. That's my boy.
Yeah. All right.
But where we starting?
Jada Parker. Sorry.
Okay, she
Bunch
made
of
an
NXT.
appearance. Yeah. Hello.
No.
What's going
You have
on?
on Facebook?
Okay. I'm freezing. Okay, that's cool.
Mm.
All right.
On Facebook.
Where Jada Parker asks Ava what her best skill is.
I missed this.
Ava said her best skill is sucking the meat off the bone.
Oh my God. She was like,
but I was like, Ava, I don't think that's PG.
I don't think
it's almost like the barbecue. That's all I took out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's a barbecue.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh damn.
There's only one of us that ain't married on here, so we can't have this conversation. No, no, I'm joking. But shout out to them.
Yeah, we have some discussions to get into.
Yeah.
So we just goofing off.
Yeah, we are just goofing off. But here we go. Oh, and Chris, we didn't tell you. And this is going to be the official thing going into next year. Once a month, starting off, we are going to have anything goes type podcast where we could talk about music, where we could talk about anime, where we could talk about gaming. We're going to talk about everything. So letting y'all know, in the beginning of the new year, first month of January. Okay.
All right. Cool.
All right. But let's just get into it. We are going to, right now we got lists. I think we should hold off Wrestler of the Year to like the last one.
Sure.
Okay. But we can start with one that's exciting. We can start with one that we actually have a list of. And that would be, let's do the one that we've been talking about all year. Hater of the Year. All right. Now, I think we started this in January as Hater of the Year, right? And in the beginning of January, we had...
To be honest, that might have started in November.
Yeah, it might have. Yeah. All right. But our nominees were, starting off, Drew McIntyre, Hangman Page, AJ Styles, CM Punk, Pete Dunne, Jack Perry, Swerve, Kevin Owens. All right. Now.
In WWE.
Huh?
And WWE is a whole motherfucker.
WWE, yeah, that's Saturday. All right, but I think Pete Dunne has fallen off. Jack Perry has fallen off, and AJ Styles have pretty much fallen off of this list.
Well, yeah. Also,
AJ was unfortunate.
Yeah. He got injured, so.
And then Pete Dunne had this whole thing with wasn't it R-Truth?
Well, no. First, it was with Sheamus.
Sheamus. He had like a story going on NXT. He had a story going on Raw and SmackDown. He just interrupted people's matches.
Feuding with R-Truth.
R-Truth, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. R-Truth is thinking that. What is Pete Dunne's other name?
Butch.
Yeah, that Butch is backing him up. Like, no, man, I don't need you. Let's just be a one-on-one match. That R-Truth is
National treasure.
National treasure.
Yeah.
We got to get him on. Yeah. So now that means that it's Drew McIntyre, Hangman Adam Page, CM Punk, Swerve, and Kevin Owens. All right.
And the WWE.
And the WWE.
Look, okay. I'm not going to say Kevin Owens is a hater.
No, because he's right. I was thinking about taking him off too, because he is absolutely right in what he's doing.
Yeah.
Everything. That man ain't lied all year.
Not at all. You can't hate if you're telling the truth. So, Kevin Owens, you're gone.
Okay.
It's really a toss-up between Drew McIntyre, Hangman Page, and the WWE.
No. We got, because Swerve is in that too. Swerve is definitely in there. You can't have Hangman Page without having Swerve in this. Because Swerve is he was the final boss before The Rock came into the building. But
I'm really hating though.
Niggas seem dog. They had a match where they prevented each other from winning in several different matches, including the one when it was them versus Samoa Joe. It was hate throughout.
I know. Hey.
Okay, I would say that.
We use that triple threat more for Hangman.
Okay,
than Swerve.
So now.
And Hangman is still hating. So
he is. That is crazy. He is. So so Swerve is falling off. CM Punk has probably been one of the biggest haters. He cost Drew McIntyre the U.S. Championship. 6 minutes. He had that time. What was it? He did the one with
WrestleMania.
The one it was world title. 6 minutes.
Yep.
He hated so much that he cost his own match in the special guest referee. He was so much. With Seth Rollins. And Seth called the match down the line, and Punk was being.
I was thinking Punk was being a special guest referee. I was like, when did he referee?
Seth being a special guest referee. They had a. That's more on Drew.
I mean, technically, could we add Seth to this list?
I don't know. I don't know because he's been kind of choppy in there, and I think he lost points in the special guest referee match. Like he had the ultimate time to be the hater in that one, and just really like let them beat each other's ass for about 6 to 10 minutes, call a no DQ, and fuck them both up with a curb stomp. He could have done that, but he didn't. And this is coming from the guy that had came all the way to SummerSlam just to who was it? Was it Austin Theory or was it AJ?
Matt Riddle.
It was Matt Riddle. It was Matt Riddle. He came just to curb stomp him and then walked away. This is the type of hater that we have.
AJ Styles flew all the way to Australia.
Yeah, but but he got injured, so it was kind of a bad like.
No, I won't put Seth on the list just because he helped Cody at WrestleMania. Like if he was a real hater, he was like. I mean, I guess he hated Roman Reigns that much, but
yeah,
it's history there.
Okay, but
I don't know. I won't put Seth on the hater of the year.
I wouldn't put him as a hater.
Personally, I think it's Punk because that man been
for
the whole year,
and it's just been consistent. It hasn't been anything that has really been like over the top, like burning down a house, but it's been consistent throughout. He's been on the pre-show talking and hating.
Yes, I was just about to say. He's talking about if you got moveset, if you say moveset as a wrestler, you're an idiot. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, but Drew McIntyre.
No, I mean, okay, listen. So,
like,
I kind of would put Drew with Kevin.
No, because he's
right. Punk was screwing up.
But wasn't he the one that instigated all of it? I mean, it's been going on for so long that it's like
maybe at Mania.
I mean, because
maybe at Mania he had a whole reason afterwards.
It all started at the Rumble when CM Punk got in. And then, actually, no, it happened before the Rumble because Drew was always like, I don't like you, blah, 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 blah. But he said that he prayed for CM Punk. And it came true.
Damn, I wish I had my WrestleMania shirt on.
Yeah, but Drew was doing it to other wrestlers too. It's just that CM Punk became the target. But he's been doing it since, like you said, since around October, November, he's been hating. It's just that it became focused on Punk. Okay. What I was doing was I am making a case for, because we know it's Drew. He's in there. We know Hangman is in there. I was going to make a case for Swerve, but in all actuality, the triple threat match was more of a Hangman thing, and I don't know how you could top burning down a house. Like that's that, right? But CM Punk, I got to make another thing for.
I know people are going to try to say Swerve did everything with his kid, but technically that was last year.
Yeah.
It's not this year. So,
it's just that feud has been going on for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that, Hangman has taken it to the next level. And Hangman has been doing it longer, and Hangman is still doing it without Swerve. So, he's in there. Drew is in there, and I'm just making the case for CM Punk before we actually make a decision on who is it going to be.
The WWE.
I don't know if I'm going to... Okay, make the case for WWE.
They are running a show December 28th. AEW is running a pay-per-view December 28th. And where are they running it? The same damn city, not even 10 miles down the road.
Okay. Okay, so I understand that. But you do understand that WWE kind of did this once already. They All Out, or was it All In? That they did the, was it Clash? Was it Clash?
Worlds Collide.
Yeah, but they created a pay-per-view. No, it was like All In or All Out. And they created a pay-per-view, and they did the NXT on that Saturday, and it was NXT Sunday. I think it was like a Clash at the Castle or one of those. It's one of those European ones.
Worlds Collide.
Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
Okay, so Worlds Collide on one of the pay-per-views. NXT had another one, and they did it on AEW's time, where they originally just had an open weekend. They had an open weekend for like 2 years straight, and then WWE just like, you know what? We like that weekend. We're gonna take that weekend. They did it once before.
Yeah, that was last year.
I know that they're haters, but what I'm saying is that if you comparing that to Drew McIntyre, to CM Punk, to Hangman, I don't think that they become a one-trick pony in this innovative hating for this entire year. They a one-trick pony. Oh, I'm gonna do this again. Right? But CM Punk cost him the world championship. Like he couldn't hold it for 10 minutes.
He didn't just cost him the world championship. Drew McIntyre won the Money in the Bank, and he cost him that too.
Yeah.
Another thing that cost him as well. But then Drew McIntyre's cost CM Punk some stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm just trying to eliminate WWE from this conversation.
Drew McIntyre's was bigger. Fine, we can throw out the WWE.
Mm-hmm. So now we're on 3.
Whatever.
All right.
I'm still gonna say Drew McIntyre anyway.
You gonna say Drew?
I'm saying Drew.
Okay, so it's Drew, CM Punk, and Hangman. Chris, who do you say?
I'm gonna say Punk.
This is crazy because I'm saying Hangman. He burned down the fucking house.
There ain't no way. he did burn down childhood home.
A childhood home. Sat on the recliner that was in the home. Trigger.
Drew McIntyre held CM Punk's bracelet hostage.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. He beat him and then took it back. Oh my god! Then he broke it in his mouth. Oh man.
Yeah. No, this one is hard because I love all of them. I just think that when you can get into arson, that just takes it to a different level. He should really be Swerve went on to the Breakfast Club and they was like, he burned down your house. Why ain't the police talk to him? Be like, I'm asking the same question. Like it was on a whole nother level. Like this is Simon Miller talks about people should be arrested for assault. Huh?
The crime counter.
Yeah. He takes that to a whole nother level. Okay. That is mine. If y'all have something that can actually dissuade me Whether it's
No, I feel
consistency,
like-
whether it's elevation, whether it's just the pure pettiness of it all. If you can convince me, I will change it.
No, I'm gonna start.
I don't know. I'm still thinking about Drew and his bracelet. I completely forgot about the damn bracelet.
Next year, anytime Simon Miller puts up anything for the crime counter, I'm gonna go online and find what the jail time and everything.
Yes.
I'm like, this is punishable by 2 years, up to 2 years in prison with a $10,000 fine.
Yeah. I agree. I think that it would be a great thing.
But yeah, no, it's
Now, also,
yes,
if
Drew has been talking real stuff, especially lately. It has to be Drew because he's also putting himself into like people's stuff.
I will say that if Drew didn't make his return when we was doing this, I would be like he's been going for too long for him not to be a hater. But that does add another level to it. He came back hated. Like that is a that is a thing. So I'm okay. CT is Drew. Chris wants CM Punk, but now he's thinking about the bracelet. Which
I'm thinking about Drew and the comeback.
Right. So I am going to say if Chris makes the decision, I will stand down on Hangman. Because
You don't have to stand down.
no, because we gotta vote for who is being the hater of the year. We gotta do that. So if
I thought it was our own votes.
Huh?
I thought we were just doing our own votes. We didn't have to.
oh no, we gotta argue this. We're gonna have a definitive hater. Like, yeah, we gotta have a definitive
Drew
hater.
Drew McIntyre. I can never go down with Swerve.
Yeah, but you're not going down with Swerve. You're going down with Hangman. Hangman is who you should be like, man, he was a hater. Big time.
Whose house?
Okay. So we are saying that CT should be down for hater of the year just because he refused to vote for Hangman Adam Page and what he said about the Beatles that wasn't recorded.
Well, okay, so can I be considered a hater because I'm not voting for Hangman, even though I am on the record saying that, again, as a character, not as a person, said he's a cool person.
Yeah. As a character. This is all kayfabe.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
No. You are a hater. And you are
for Drew.
No, but you are a bigger hater because I have gone down saying that I hate CM Punk. Kayfabe hates CM Punk. But I'm even considering him. I didn't just shoot him out. That makes you a bigger hater than me in this situation. Okay? All right, so you might have to go down as hater of the year because I hate Punk. I say I hate Punks, but his hater run this year has been phenomenal, and I can't hate on that because I'm a lover of hating. You know what I'm saying? But you are a lover of hating hate, and that is the biggest hater thing that I've ever heard.
But yeah, by the way,
You know what?
I killed Tony Chopper.
Say that again.
I killed Tony Chopper.
You
All right, yeah, he got to go.
Okay. All right. So
Tony Chopper is the reindeer from One Piece.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I
He's
stopped.
a raccoon.
You haven't gotten the Tony Chopper?
No.
Bang! Darius hasn't gotten the Tony Chopper yet. Come and shun him.
First of all, listen. You got an anime with 1,000 episodes, right?
No, he has not gotten the Tony Chopper yet.
Okay, listen. You are talking about a anime that has gotten to 1,000+ episodes. I have to watch
2 hours long.
I have to watch Blue Lock. I have to watch Dan to Dan. I have
making excuses.
No, I'm not. I have to watch Blue Lock, Dan to Dan. I had to catch up on My Hero Academia, and I'm a My Hero Academia fan.
My baby watched it in 3 months and caught up. What is your excuse?
Did you? Okay, first of all, your baby has been
retired from watching One Piece. So.
Yeah, no, your baby has been introduced into anime, and that was one of the top 3 that you introduced her to, right? I've been an anime fan since Gigantor. Okay. My anime blood runs deep. So now when I'm getting into something where in the early 2000s, I'm like, I don't know if this one's gonna work. And then 20 years later, it's like, okay, it's still going. That's kind of like you watching American Dad, you watching Family Guy, you watching Rick and Morty, you watching Boondocks, and you're trying to catch up on all of them, and then somebody tells you to watch The Simpsons. You're like, nigga, that's 30 years of comedy. No. So let me catch up on my.
Sorry. This is for next year. This is the next year's conversation.
Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, yeah. But what I'm saying is,
3 hours long. Just a
what I'm
screaming about
saying
One Piece.
is that I have. Listen, I had to catch up on My Hero Academia. I had to catch up on Shangri-La Frontier. I am watching Dan to Dan from the beginning. I am watching Blue Lock. I've been that intro and Mashal's intro, one and the same, but they're both fucking awesome. Yeah, but also Blue Lock.
You're the same guy.
Yeah, but also Blue Lock, and I have a couple of more that I got to catch up on. So
see, I can't watch stuff in Japanese anymore, so I have to wait for it to come out in English.
Yeah.
Luckily, everything's been coming out in English pretty quickly. Again, sorry.
Yeah. We back. All right.
Yeah,
so
we
Chris,
back on what we're talking about.
Chris, you have to choose because I am stuck on Hangman and he is stuck on Drew. You are the deciding vote.
I'm about to go with Drew.
Okay. So, hater of the year, Drew McIntyre. I'm not mad at it. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm mad at it. All of this has been amazing, and Drew's run has been fucking crazy.
Well, now Drew and Seth, and I forget who else. They're about to come out with the Hit Squad. Like Kazarian was the Bullet Club. Was it the Bullet Club killer or the Elite Killer? The Elite
Killer, yeah.
They're gonna be called like I don't want to say Simone Hunter, but I don't want to.
I don't know if you get away with that.
Well, no, there's some big haters, so they might get away with that.
They're gonna be the Bloodline Killers. I forget. Somebody.
Seth Rollins, Drew, and KO.
There we go.
No. If they become, listen, I had 3 names that popped up, right? 1, genocide. Okay. Because you're taking out the bloodline, that whole one bloodline genocide, right? Then it's euthanasia, right? Okay, just kill it, right? No, but the one that talks about taking out bloodlines or creating the perfect blood, eugenics. If those 3 white guys create eugenics, I am saying that they would be the greatest gimmick ever. Okay. Because that is literally how Planned Parenthood came to be. This is what history had wars because of this. And they call themselves eugenics just to take out the bloodline. That would be perfect. Okay, but that's my thing, and we get back.
Talk about this next year.
Yeah. All right.
So we've agreed. Drew McIntyre, congratulations to you Scottish dickhead.
Yeah.
You are the hater of 2024.
Yeah. Honorable mention to Hangman Adam Page and CM Punk.
True that.
Because, man, it was a great year for the haters.
Yeah, that was tough.
Fucking sweating in front of this.
Douchebags. Let's give it up for the assholes. Let's give it up for the scumbags. All of them that I know. I think I got the words wrong, but it's okay.
You was close.
My baby gets mad at me all the time because I just make up my own lyrics.
I get mad at you all the time because of that too. Now,
don't be mad at me because the Beatles are fucking trash.
Oh, she's crazy.
The crazy part is that the consensus say that they are top 3 greatest rock bands ever. You just hating that ain't even me. The world will say that you just hating. The world and Gen Alpha.
My favorite Brit, Martin Stone, aka Mr. Danny Briggs in NXT. is gun-breaking. And he hates the Beatles.
Okay.
So if he hates the Beatles, I feel acknowledged.
Right. He's a heel, right? Kayfabe. You need to get out of this wrestling world. It is kayfabe. He loved the Beatles, and he won't tell you because he has to be a heel. So yeah.
Damn, I miss Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan. That was a good team.
He's actually been doing. He just got back from an injury, so he has been really like getting back into shape and working on the indies down in Florida.
Right,
He helped train me too. So hey, let's
get him on here.
I'm gonna talk to him later tonight. I'm gonna see if he can hop on sometime next
year. Yeah, and especially if he got some free time in January, we can definitely do. First of all, we need to get Chico on here, but if it doesn't matter who's first, because we're gonna have a conversation with Chico.
I'm messing with my draft picks right now.
Okay. I was trying to see if we can do feud of the year, but I don't have the feud list. I don't know where that has gone.
Like feud of the years, obviously, Hangman Page, Swerve,
Mm-hmm.
Drew and CM Punk.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so
Cody and the Bloodline.
Yeah. So Rhea and Liv.
Yeah, Rhea and Liv, which that is, like I said on our Twitter and our Blue Sky, I'm slowly starting to like think that it's run its course. I still want Mommy to hold a title, but with this portal, one of them got to move.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is one of the ones that just got to be revisited. Let him go. This kind of like the whole what was it? Jay and Jimmy. Y'all had this whole bloodline thing going. You're about to take it to another level, but y'all are about to let Jay and Jimmy breathe. Jimmy's just doing whatever, and Jay is working on becoming the main event. Then they came back. Wasn't there a fight? That's definitely not match of the year if there was a fight. They had a match. No, they didn't.
They had a match at Mania.
You said they had a match against each other at Mania?
Yeah, the Usos had a match against each other. It wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, I remember now. But yeah, so they had a match, and then they still separated, and then they came back and they renewed the blood of what's going on with the bloodline.
I really think there's only 3 feuds of the year.
CM Punk and Drew, Rhea and Liv, Swerve, Hangman, and then the Bloodline and Cody.
Because like I'm trying to
or Bloodline and Bloodline.
I swear this coming year I'm gonna be paying a lot more attention to like TNA and stuff, but currently don't have cable, so I gotta watch it as I can. So I can't necessarily keep up with TNA like that. But
well, good news if you have Max and that Max. No, TNA is supposed to be on. They don't have one. Huh? They on Access TV?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to get them on something else. Fox.
I don't think that AEW has. Well, I mean, I guess Mariah May and Toni Storm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But on the AEW side, there weren't any real long feuds.
No, because AEW did suffer from injury happening and taking out a lot of those matches, like Adam Cole and MJF. That was supposed to be a feud that just never came. Yeah. Britt Baker and Toni Storm was supposed to be one, and Jamie Hayter. That was supposed to happen. But yeah, there was a lot. Mercedes Moné and Willow was probably going to be a big one, but they both had moments of injuries. Yeah. So yeah, there wasn't a lot for them, and that was a bad thing for AEW. There's a lot of bad with AEW, but we not gonna have that conversation just yet. It's coming up.
Ooh, it's coming.
So if we're just going with, I guess, those 5.
Mm-hmm.
So CM Punk.
Mm-hmm. CM Punk and Drew.
Yeah, no, I was CM Punk and Drew, Swerve and Hangman, Rhea and Liv,
Bloodline Cody. Huh?
Cody in the Bloodline, Tony
Bloodline.
Storm, and Mariah May, because we're throwing them a bone. Honestly, I want to say Cody in the Bloodline, just because of the ramifications that it's currently still having, because that's the only one that's currently kind of still going on.
Cody and the Bloodline changed the whole landscape of WrestleMania this year.
Yeah. It changed the landscape of WrestleMania last year.
Yeah.
No,
at first it was supposed to be The Rock and Roman, and then, the fans came out with "We Want Cody," and it completely changed everything.
That was this year.
Yeah.
And then last year, it was the fact that Cody was making his return. And and even though he didn't win, that was a big, okay, I can see that. Okay, I would say this: Swerve and Hangman, that feud happened beginning. It was like middle of last year. So middle of last year, going to this year, all the way up until the middle of this year.
Yeah, until August. Yeah, honestly, when I was at All Out.
Yep, All Out. Yep. Steel cage match.
Yeah, steel cage match. That was like the ending of it.
Yeah,
so but as much.
There's ramifications that is going on with that too, and it's kind of like, okay, I would say that Swerve's story by himself has ramifications. This whole thing with him and the Hurt Syndicate, which I'm missing what the fuck is going on because it's been kind of quiet. But with the Hurt Syndicate, the fact that Swerve has nobody goes into the years of him betraying everybody he's been around. Like that story is telling that part, but Hangman's story plays a part in that too. So it's kind of more of a ramification of Swerve, but that feud, I think that feud kind of changed. I don't want to say the landscape, but
it kind of helped what Jon Moxley and the Death Riders are doing now. I will say that.
And on top of that, it brought a sense of excitement that was missing in AEW because of the injuries, because of what was happening, what happened with CM Punk, because it was just chaos. That story held. I don't know if that story
it's still holding AEW together.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, I don't think the whole Jack Perry thing matters if it wasn't for everything that has going on around the time of CM Punk leaving, and the fact that Hangman has something to do with that, his change, and it showed that he could really be a heel in the situation if he needs to be. It showed that he is a person that they can throw a story on that can carry for a year, and that brought excitement to Jack Perry. Because if Jack Perry just came back the way that he did come back, I don't think that it would have mattered as much if it wasn't for Swerve and Hangman.
No, I know you're going to hate this, but without CM Punk, Jack Perry would still be like, we would consider him as, Jungle Boy. That incident with CM Punk actually helped Jack Perry. And this is a lot because, again, kayfabe, I don't like Jack Perry as a character. But it actually helped him as a character to find this scapegoat character. Which then... Same thing for Hangman. Yeah, if it wasn't for CM Punk's, Hangman wouldn't be the heel that he is with the pedo stash. but CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, it's hard to pinpoint because the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre has now kind of fused with the Cody Rhodes bloodline. Like it's not like
it's running parallel. Yeah, they're intertwining with each other. Yeah, no,
because CM Punk helped Roman Reigns, so now Drew McIntyre is pissed at Jay Uso. He attacked Jimmy Uso, and he's mad at Sami Zayn. CM Punk, Seth Rollins has been mad at Sami Zayn, and he's still mad at CM Punk to the point where they're fighting on January 6th. You know, Trump's favorite holiday, and same as Chris Jericho's wife. But that's for another story as well.
Conspiracies.
It took me a second because my birthday's on the 7th, and he was like January 6th favorite holiday. I'm like, oh, and Chris Jericho's wife, perfect, and Archer, the dude that played the voice of Archer, he was there too. Yeah. Yeah, I know it was disappointing, but yeah, he's there. He's got arrested. He's doing some time now.
That hurt.
But
love Archer.
And then with everything going on with Cody Rhodes and his entanglement with Roman Reigns, look, Roman Reigns is the son of WWE, which he said he wanted to be.
Yeah, everything revolves around him.
Crazy.
But
exactly how Vince wanted it, but in the wrong way.
It's
no big dog.
I don't. I'm gonna let you start. Let you guys start off.
Okay.
Because I'm debating on if I want CM Punk and Drew McIntyre or Cody Rhodes in the Bloodline. So I'm gonna let y'all finish. Give me a second.
All right, Chris, I'll let you go because I got a couple of things to say, but I get long-winded.
Yeah. So, but Cody in the Bloodline is kind of lukewarm right now, I guess, because they're trying to set up Cody and The Rock, I guess. So without The Rock there, it's kind of like Cody Rhodes just, gonna be off TV now because he got power drive by Kevin Owens at Saturday Night Main Event. And it's just like
not just a power driver. A package power driver.
Okay.
And who else does the package power driver?
Yeah. I know. But
wait, we ain't got that yet. I can't wait till January 6th.
We're going to get there. But no, did you see what people have been posting with Kevin Owens wearing the Owen Hart Owen 316 shirt? Owen 316 says, I just broke your neck because what happened with Stone Cold Steve Austin? Ooh. Oh, that would be a perfect callback because Kevin Owens is, first of all, seeing Owen Hart always warms my heart because he is one of my favorite wrestlers. Even though you will hardly ever hear me put him in the top 5, then that's only because I really don't talk about him because I will tear up like I'm about to do now. Owen Hart is one of my favorite wrestlers. He has been one of my favorite wrestlers. His match with him and his brother, phenomenal. His time in DX,
the best brother versus brother match.
Yeah, his time in the Nation of Domination. Perfect. Everything that he did he is more charismatic than Bret Hart and just as skilled, and I love him for that.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that. So anything that brings back Owen Hart, I'm all for. So Kevin Owens, please wear that shirt. I would love to see it in the WWE today. Just had to say that. I love Owen. I love Owen.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards feud of the year being Swerve and Hangman.
All right, and now I'm going to say my piece. I'm going towards Swerve and Hangman for 2 simple reasons. One, Drew McIntyre's. No, let me do this. The Bloodline feud is cool with Cody. But the thing is, the Bloodline's been going on for years without Cody. Him just being part of it is really just the storyline going. And now we're getting into the Bloodline versus Bloodline, which is going to be another story that takes up everything. But Cody playing the part, even though it was a great part that he played it, we've seen it with Brock. We've seen it with Jimmy. I mean, not Jimmy, but Jay. We've seen it with everybody because the Bloodline is the premier faction. Okay, so that does take off points for Cody. We get to Drew and CM Punk. One of the biggest things that I've seen is the thing that counts for me is how petty, how intense their beef was, as far as them arguing with each other on the mic and everything, the Money in the Bank, the WrestleMania, all of those things were like great things. But you had a lot of that in the Swerve and Hangman thing, right? The thing that gives me Swerve and Hangman over them is not just the intensity of them in the ring, but I mean on the mics and stuff when they were talking to each other, the promos and the vignettes and stuff that they were doing. The matches escalated every time they battled, all the way up into that cage match where he got the syringe in them. Yes, go ahead.
Good sir. Good sir. May I remind you that CM Punk and Drew McIntyre also had a cage match.
Mm-hmm.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell.
At which both men had to take time off, and they Drew McIntyre got busted open the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
Not the way where they kind of like you when you saw CM Punk versus Samoa Joe when he's doing.
Yeah, he legit had an injury like that. Yeah, no, I got you, and that's cool. But them having a bloody match because CM Punk is a horrible wrestler don't change what happened with Hangman and Swerve. Oh no, I'm in my hate mode. I done gave CM Punk all the love that I did in that first hater of the year. He's getting all of that love. But now we back into my hate. Okay, we done seen CM Punk. Okay, good match. But
that's a great Hell in a Cell.
It is a great Hell in a Cell. But that Hell in a Cell match versus Swerve. Okay. Swerve. Wait a minute. They had that cage match. They also had Blood and Guts.
Good. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Hangman versus it was because Darby had Jack Perry. Wasn't Swerve? Swerve.
They didn't even get in the match.
They didn't get in the ring. They was going to fine or fire or suspend Hangman Page if he didn't get in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Like this happened. This escalated a lot. Other people were involved. Samoa Joe was involved and had nothing to do with it. Like. Like this feud was as intense as it was funny, as it was high stakes.
Yeah.
This had a little bit of everything. The only thing that I didn't see from them is a dog collar match. And I'm glad that I didn't see a dog collar match because AEW is kind of ruining that with it happening almost every year or every other year. So I'm happy that they didn't do that. But this had everything from I just hate you, where no championship was involved, to where there was a championship involved, and tag teams, and hell, they had everything. And I don't think that any feud was great. This feud was so bad that they compared it to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre's feud, said, hey, y'all can have a good feud without making it so bloody. But they just neglected the fact that they had hate for almost 2 years for each other. This was really a blood feud. So I don't think that there was any feud bigger than this. Maybe CM Punk and Drew McIntyre was funny, was petty. But I thought that it was just really two assholes that just didn't like each other. CM Punk and Swerve, they hated each other. They hated each other to the point where...
I mean, Swerve and Hangman.
Yeah, to the point where Swerve is on an interview saying, listen, I hate that man with every bone in my body, but I do got to respect him in his fight because he done gave his all. But I hate him. I was like, oh yeah, this is the feud for me. So I'm saying Swerve and Hangman. Then final decision. Chris?
Yeah, Swerve and Hangman.
All right. So
I voted. So said I'm outvoted. So Swerve, Hangman.
Feud of the year.
You done.
Congratulations. All right.
Pop bottles on your chances. Pop, 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 pop.
All right. One of the other lists that we have before we get to Wrestler of the Year, we have Match of the Year. All the other ones we don't have a list for, so we're just going to bring nominations up as we go on. But Match of the Year, we have a list of that. All right, so.
Shake your head. You already.
Listen. All right, it's Will Ospreay versus Takesha.
Will Ospreay versus the world.
Ospreay versus Danielson. Swerve versus Ospreay. Cody versus Roman. Dragunov versus Braun Breaker. MJF versus Will Ospreay. Ospreay versus MJF 2. Danielson versus Swerve. Ospreay versus Pac. Gunther versus Orton 2. Rhea versus Liv. Private Party versus Young Buck 2.
Oh shit! I forgot about that tag match.
Mm-hmm.
What a tag match! Give me hype.
You know what's weird? And I thought about this entire year. We don't have a FTR match. Last year they had what Ospreay has. Every match it was like almost every match they was in. Yeah. But this year we didn't have them, and I was kind of disappointed. And I was thinking that we wasn't going to get a tag match until Young Buck versus Private Party. Okay. So in this, I think that there are a couple things that should play a part. The wrestling should play a part. The story that is told, not just inside of the ring, but what was going on outside, like what is it? The two MJF versus Ospreay matches, or an Ospreay versus Danielson match, because I believe before that they were tied like 1-1 or some shit like that. Like the story outside of it, not just the story that they telling inside of it. The fanfare around it, because I think some of these matches were great, but Gunther versus Orton 2 was a SummerSlam, right? Was it SummerSlam?
Which match?
Gunther versus Orton 2.
No, that was King of the Ring, right?
No, King of the Ring was the first one.
I think it was SummerSlam. Right. So the fanfare around that.
No, it was
Bash
Money in the Bank. Oh yeah, Bash
at the Berlin. So we got that, right? Fanfare. Like Private Party versus Young Buck, was that a pay-per-view match?
No, that was on Dynamite.
Right. Dragunov versus Braun Breaker was also a regular match. Yeah. But I don't even know, because Dragunov versus Braun Breaker is not a match that you was just expecting to have, that it just happened. So the surprise also plays a part in it. So I think, okay, let's go with you, Chris, because I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of these matches more than once.
I mean, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably down to 2. It's probably Swerve and Danielson.
That was a good match.
And if we take into consideration everything you just said, it might be Roman and Cody.
Yeah.
Between those two. Just the story and just everything around it.
It was at a WrestleMania. Like, wasn't it night 2? Night 2, because the first one was decision on if it was going to be Bloodline Rules. Yeah, so them, Cody and Roman, is one of them for me.
Mm-hmm.
Danielson and Swerve was a good one.
That match.
But
But
Ospreay and
Danielson's
Pac.
family. Ooh.
That okay. Ospreay and Pac was just a match for me. Like it was the match for me. But if I'm putting everything else into it, I think I'm gonna go. It probably is Roman and Cody. I gotta see what was at stake with some of these because I don't remember what was at stake. Like Ospreay versus MJF too. I don't think there was
that was for the international American title.
Right. That does play a part because MJF was an asshole. He made the international belt the USA belt. He did a lot with that. That one was a good one, but I don't know. Okay, if I had to pick, and I do have to pick, and so I'm making my final decision, I am going to say Cody and Roman will be match of the year. Not just because, the title was on the line, not just because it was WrestleMania. Roman was supposed, he was at the peak of everything. Cody had already lost once. He had to get help. We done seen
he got so much help.
Yeah. But even Seth Rollins jumping out in the Shield outfit and getting Superman punch was perfect. Like that story told inside of the ring was perfect. The story outside of the ring is a bloodline storyline. So yeah, that works. The fanfare, yes. Even though I don't think that the wrestling is like a Danielson versus Swerve or a Danielson versus Ospreay or Swerve versus Ospreay. I don't know why we didn't put any of the Hangman versus Swerve matches in there because there was a couple of them that was just crazy. I don't know why we didn't put Blood and Guts in there because that was fucking crazy. Darby Allin was about to set Jack Perry on fire. But
he eventually did.
Yeah, eventually. But that is, I would say, Cody versus Roman would be match of the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning more towards too. It was just so over the top that it's just the embodiment of wrestling. It's just entertainment.
Right.
Like that whole last 20 minutes of WrestleMania was.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah,
it was really wild.
That grown man crying, and I was one of them.
You had The Rock come in, like it was a lot. What did he say? He told the refs to do his fucking job. Like it was zany. It was crazy. It was fun.
You count, I'm firing you.
Everything was perfect. CT. If you agree, then we could move on. But if there is one that you would make a name for, an argument for, we would love to hear it because you may sway us.
Mm-hmm.
Match of the year. You know what? There's way too many Will Ospreays. I'm going with Cody and Roman Reigns.
Okay. So match of the year by us, the 3 count is Cody versus Roman 2. All right. WrestleMania. All right.
Yep.
WrestleMania night 1 and 2.
Yeah. That's another thing. It was a 2-part story.
Yeah.
And the bloodline won, so it looked bleak for Cody. Like even though we kind of that don't matter because now we got friends. That the fact any other time that
still had to run the gambit.
Yeah. All right. So we do have. I'm trying to make sure. Where is it? I gotta find Wrestler of the Year, but that was the last one that we had a list of.
We can still do that one last.
Yeah, we'll do that one last. All right. So let's get to the Rising Star. This year we had a bunch of people, a plethora of people come in and make a name for themselves. They stepped out and showed their ass pretty much throughout the entire year. I have a name that I want to put in. I want to put mine in last as a nomination. But I would love to hear, Chris, who would you put as a rising star of wrestling this year?
As a star?
Yeah. Oh, and for the record, rising star is a person that could have been like in NXT and all of that, and they get called up, and this man didn't know what to do with them, and then they went to AEW and made a name for themselves, or you know, you said what?
No.
Yeah, because I would say Tony Storm would be a rising star. If we are going to say a caliber wrestler that would be a rising star, they made a big name in NXT, but they just shot out to be this thing, and either the main roster or
Okay. So
let's get an example.
The Nigerian brute, Obafemi. Like, for someone, he's had less than 100 matches. And even with him having under 25 matches, you can see his potential. But no one could imagine, like, the I don't even know what word I'm trying to say. The oomph that he brought to NXT. Whether it was him versus Dijak and Brooks Jensen or something, or like, because he was, for a minute, he was in all the triple threat matches. Because he was in one with Wesley and
he was considered so powerful that he couldn't just be in a match one-on-one. He was that big, he was that powerful that it pretty much became a handicap match because they had to jump him to be. Yeah. So
even when he lost his title, D'Angelo had to have the whole family out there. So yeah, my rising star is obviously Obafemi. At this time, there's word that he's going to get called up. I hope he doesn't. I still think he needs a little bit more time.
I don't know. They insulated Jay Cargill pretty good. I think that they could do him justice, especially with Triple H running it. I think so. I think that not Carmelo the Hayes, but what's the other dude? I'm missing his name.
Williams?
Yeah. I'm mixing them up. Trick Williams. Carmelo is still in NXT, right?
No,
that's Trick. Okay. Carmelo, him and his Andrade feud and all of that, they insulated him pretty good, but I thought that with the momentum that he had, he should be on a higher trajectory. But I completely agree with you about Obafemi. He is a massive, massive star in the making. His light is bright.
Yep.
All right. Chris.
Fair enough. I mean, I was thinking more like they could have gave this guy the world title and nobody would have been upset about it. So I was thinking Ospreay as a rising star, just from him coming in at Revolution with Takeshita. Yeah, still one of my favorite matches of the year. Yeah. And then just his momentum all the way up to Forbidden Door. I was like, Swerve versus Ospreay, they might just give him the belt.
Shoot, Kyle Fletcher versus Ospreay was another great match. Like, and Kyle Fletcher is another one that is a rising star.
Yeah. Oh, but guess what we're getting tomorrow?
What?
Ricochet versus Ospreay too.
Okay.
No, we getting Ospreay
Darby
versus Darby Allin. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Ricochet and Ospreay might be next week.
If anything, I would love to see Will Ospreay and Darby Allin in something that is more of a hardcore type of they're going into the back and being creative there where they're hitting each other with mop heads and shit like that. Like I would love to see them in that type of match because I think for as much as I talk shit about Darby Allin, I don't think I talked a lot of shit about him this year. But as much as I talk about him, he's a great hardcore type wrestler. He's willing to put himself in spots that when you see it, people are like, if he could do it, I should probably do a spot like that, which is how you get Sting at 60 years old flying everywhere. Like, but
wrestlers and future wrestlers alike don't do what Darby Allin does.
Yeah, that man.
No, this is
that man is the first mutant, and I will stand by that.
He is probably They have said that it is a chance that a person that can live forever is already born right now. And I think that is Darby. Darby is going to be 700 and some odd years old, still doing these type of matches, being choked out by Brody King. Because I think Brody King is another person that's going to be living forever. And just to choke out Darby. Because him it's just perfect. All right. But you say Ospreay.
Yes.
Okay. This one I am saying because the expectation for him was kind of high, but it wasn't like it was kind of like we expect this from you, but if you don't deliver, we're not gonna be too bad because oh boy is coming back. Solo Sikoa. He has developed a personality for himself. He has taken the bloodline story and he's taken his leadership and played it completely different than Roman. He is smart. Yeah. He is witty. He is funny. He is a cutthroat, but he's not intense cutthroat. He's like one of those people that would like, you don't give him his money, he's gonna stab you in the gut and then go eat a hamburger. Like he's one of those guys. Like cruelty and maliciousness is a norm for him. It's not even a tool for intimidation. It's just who he is, and he's played that role perfect. The expectation of him to keep the bloodline story going while Roman was gone, that was a hard thing to do. That is a hard expectation to have, and he has satisfied it. I'm not saying that he's one of those people that's like, oh, we expect him to do this, and he's exceeded it. No, he was like, there's no way that I can do Bloodline the way that Roman did Bloodline, so I'm gonna play this role, and it worked perfectly. And the people that he got behind him,
oh man,
they are hilarious. They are scary. They are the intensity that you expected to see from Roman in that type of run. They are the intense, and he's the I'm cleaning my hey, go kill that guy, and that's what happens. Yeah. And so him playing his role, I think that his star power has been. I think, okay, I'll say it like this. His role is so good that it's underappreciated.
Yeah.
Nobody is saying that he is the top heel. Nobody is saying that he is a hater, even though he's been a hater. I'm saying that he's been a hater. But he has been so on point with everything that he's doing that people just respect it. They see it, they're like, oh, Solo on? All right, it's gonna be good. And they just expect it. And it's like one of those things, he does it, everybody's like, now let's see what else is going on. There's no disappointment in this run. And he went from being intense, that type of intense, he was the muscle. And him as the boss was a perfect, flawless transition. So I say that Solo would be my rising star.
Okay. Yeah. No.
All right.
That's good.
Okay. Now, let me ask y'all this question. This one I think is going to be more so, I don't think we're going to change each other's mind. because everybody has a very valid point.
Obafemi.
Right. Obafemi, Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is a candidate for Wrestler of the Year. Like, so
that's why I can't. Like, Obafemi is brand spanking. Will Ospreay has been wrestling. I don't remember how old he is, but he's been wrestling for a while. Mm-hmm. So his trajectory has already been.
He done had 5-star matches before he got to AEW. He's been the top selling for some years before he even got to AEW. So I do agree with that. Right.
But his stock since Revolution is just been going up.
No, I agree that he's one of the people that is keeping the lights on at AEW. But my thing is, like, the only bad thing that I have about Solo is that his family is pretty much why he's there. Mm-hmm. But he's a relatively new. Obafemi has probably not had any wrestling experience. Solo only got wrestling experience because that's the family business. But he's pretty much as new. Probably been, he was NXT a year before Obafemi got there. Mm-hmm. What was his indies?
I think he had a few indie wrestling things.
But if you categorize him, you would probably say he's green like Obafemi. Mm-hmm. So I say that they are like one and the same. But what Solo has to do is keep up with the Bloodline storyline. He had to keep that going. Because if he failed as they bringing in Jacob Fatu, Tungaloa, Tama Tonga, if he failed as the boss in that and nobody believed it, that storyline would have been dead in the water.
I will say something. After WrestleMania, Solo Sikoa said, losing has consequences. Yes, Solo has done a great job. The only reason why I will say no to that is because Solo has lost a lot more than he has won. And if losing has consequences, damn it, this is the consequence.
No, okay. So losing has consequences. That was Roman thing.
No.
Jacob.
No, that was Solo.
That was Roman.
That was Solo. That's why Demi got taken out by Tama Tonga.
Hold on.
Hey, I was there. That's SmackDown. I was there. That's what he said.
Right. But he has said that because Roman has said that. That's what's the... Hold on. Because I'm finding it. Because that was the thing about...
That's his whole basis for starting the whole bloodline.
Yes, but no, he said that to... Who was it? Was it Sammy or was it the Usos because they lost the belt? Hold on, because I'm about to find it. Because that was the whole reason on why he said it. Hey, Roman, you said there is one thing losing has consequences. Hold on, consequences. I spelled
Roman might have said it, but it was Solo who.
Oh no,
legitimacy.
Yeah.
No. Solo made it legitimate, but that's because it was what Roman had put in his head.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is that losing don't have consequences to Roman because losing don't have some consequences to Solo. It only had it for that one thing. What did Solo do to?
No. Because that's the start of the new bloodline.
Okay. Tama Tonga and Tungaloa has lost. What was the consequence?
Exactly.
There's no consequence, right?
Solo Sikoa has been losing over and over and over and over and over. You're missing what I'm saying.
You're missing what I'm saying. You're missing what I'm saying. Tama Tonga and Tungaloa has lost, right?
Yes.
Jacob Fatu has lost. I know, right?
If Fatu has not been pinned.
No, he hasn't been pinned, but there's a loss on his record.
He's lost because of other members of the bloodline.
And what I'm saying to
He's
you...
lost because of Solo Sikoa.
And what I'm saying to you is that, yes, it was the start, but the only person that applies to was Roman Reigns and Solo's whole thing. And No, it applied to not to. Oh yeah, it did apply to Jimmy.
Chris was there.
It did apply to Jimmy. But what I'm saying to you, well, it applied to the original bloodline. Now that Solo is really running it, if you was part of the new bloodline, it don't matter. And in this situation, it don't matter. He had to be the.
Nope, that's why Obafemi is the rising superstar of the year.
But
because losing has consequences.
It's all scripted.
Has been losing back to
he's
back
not supposed to win matches that he is written to lose.
And guess what? Obafemi has just been winning. He's only lost one match.
Yeah. I understand that.
Rising superstar right there.
But he's been written. He's been written to win. Solo's been written to lose. And in his losing, he has still maintained bosshood. He has still maintained the storyline of the bloodline. He has still maintained everything that would have happened even if Roman was there. So this is what I'm saying. Even with
I just started here, The Rock.
Okay. So I'm going to say this. If Chris, let me ask you, did any of our arguments change your mind at all about Will Ospreay?
I don't think he ever picked him. Oh, yeah, no.
Ospreay, nah.
Okay. So, So this is what I'm going to do. This one, I knew this one was going to be a hard one. So
like pick,
for a rising star, we are putting all three. Okay? Because ain't nothing going to change our minds with that. Okay?
Well, Ospreay isn't a rising star. He's already a star.
Okay, first of all, if I didn't know anything about Will Ospreay from watching and doing this podcast, if I was just a regular fan, Will Ospreay is new. In New Japan, we don't know anything. WWE don't know shit about what's going on in New Japan. If you would have brought the Bullet Club to WWE today, they would say they are the best new stable in WWE.
They did bring the Bullet Club to the WWE twice. The club, the OG club.
No. If they brought it in, like it's the Bullet Club. Like this is the Bullet Club, not an offshoot of the Bullet Club, because Bullet Club is everywhere. They're in Ring of Honor, they're in fucking AEW, they're in TNA, they're in New Japan, they're in WWE, they're in GCW, they're everywhere. But if they would have brought
the original two leaders, Finn Balor and AJ Styles, are in WWE.
Mm-hmm. And if they got together, brought in Hangman Adam Page for some reason, or brought Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens and them in there, then called themselves the Bullet Club, they will say, WWE fans will say, this is the best new stable. Mm-hmm. They call the AEW fans are pretty much, savvy when it comes to other wrestling promotions, and a lot of them was like, Bullet Club is amazing. I can't believe that. I don't know why anybody ain't do this before. This is what wrestling. I understand what you're saying, but we are the outliers.
Is the rising star of 2024.
You're not changing my mind.
Period.
You're not changing my mind.
Bam. Thank you for telling me that I am right.
You're not right, because Solo Sikoa had more of an expectation. Solo Sikoa had more of the pressure. Solo Sikoa has been written to lose to keep the storyline going, and he has stood on business. I could win 100 matches without knowing actually how to wrestle and just be promoted as this big monster. We've seen it with Goldberg.
Yes, but even if you hadn't seen Will Ospreay in New Japan, you still saw him while he was in New Japan come to AEW and put on what Sheamus would say, banger after banger after banger.
Yeah,
you haven't seen Obafemi anywhere but NXT. Just from the moment he got in there was, I think, didn't he win the Rising Star competition?
You're not saying, everything that you're saying is you haven't seen Obafemi come in, go into anywhere, and he's just put in banger after banger after banger. To everybody that saw Will Ospreay the first time, guess what? Everybody's just been waiting. They haven't watched anything outside of AEW, and it was just waiting for him to come back because they thought he was the best new wrestler. That's what I'm saying. People are feeling that way because so you're not changing anybody's mind because guess what? Number one, if Zilla Fatu comes in WWE, ain't nobody gonna talk about his 2-3 years in his in House of Glory, not House of Glory, House of Glory and his other independent. Nobody gonna talk about that. They're gonna be like this new wrestler. Nobody's gonna talk about. I'll say it like this: wasn't Shinsuke and Noah.
Shinsuke was in Noah and in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Right. Now,
and
everybody that watched WWE thought he was just some new wrestler. They don't count his Noah in New Japan. Just like they don't count Asuka's Noah in New Japan. If you start talking about to WWE wrestlers, if you talk about WWE wrestlers and you talk about Asuka in New Japan fighting
that's like people saying that Cody Rhodes' AEW tenure didn't mean anything.
No, it's different. Okay, because Cody Rhodes went from WWE, and the WWE fans are saying that don't count because he came back. What I'm saying is that's
like you saying Ethan Page's.
No.
TNA and AEW.
You are no. We're not saying that it didn't mean anything. What I'm saying is that they don't even know he is a new wrestler. That's what I'm saying. Everybody knew Cody Rhodes. He left and came back, and they say it don't count. Shinsuke, they was like, who the fuck is this? I never seen him before. Asuka, who the fuck is this? Oh my fucking goodness. You heard me say that.
You are one person. Uno persona.
I am the persona of the casual fan. And the people that watch WWE, are they hardcore fans? No, they're casual fans. No, WWE, I didn't say AEW.
The ones that aren't children.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Are not casual fans.
Do you hear this guy? You do hear this guy? Listen, people are excited and thinking that all right, I say it like this. The only way, I'm not even gonna say, fuck it, I say it like this. The AAA, Lucha Underground, a lot of people didn't know who these other wrestlers are, and they've wrestled in WWE. What I'm saying is that most of the fans don't know because
if people knew who Prince Puma was, Ricochet wouldn't have left WWE.
Yeah, no.
But he was also under a mask.
No, but what I'm saying is that a lot of people that seen AJ Styles wrestle didn't know that he was TNA or New Japan. Unless you were a TNA and you was a hardcore fan and you watched New Japan, you didn't know. A lot of people don't know that AJ Styles wrestled in WCW.
Well, yeah, a lot of fans don't know what WCW.
I'm talking about. Well, no, you're talking about a lot of new fans. I'm talking about a lot of people that are in their 30s right now don't know that.
Well, I mean, he wasn't actually featured that much on WCW either. So,
but the people that know that he was in New Japan, know that he's in Bullet Club, knows that he was in WCW. That's what I'm saying. You're talking to people that knows one part of the story and don't know everything else.
Because I know a lot about AJ Styles, and I even forgot he was in WCW. That's how unforgettable it was.
I understand that with you, but like you said, you are one person. I have seen hardcore fans talk about this. I've seen casual fans in WWE. They don't know. I done talked to try to get people to watch AEW when it was good, and they was like, no, I don't know. I'm not watching that. Well, do you watch New Japan? Nah. Okay. Do you watch WCW? I didn't watch.
Stuck as a person, like as a whole crew.
No, and I completely agree with you. A lot of people are sheep, and so what I'm saying is that a lot of people that seen Will Ospreay in AEW don't know anything else because they're sheep and they are horrible as a group of people. That's the only thing that I'm saying. So I don't even agree with Chris with that. But I understand it, right? I completely understand it. And I'm just making the case for him. But if we get down to this, we're not changing anybody's mind.
Yeah, pretty much.
So these three are going to go. It is Rising Stars, Solo, Oba,
And The Rock.
All right.
I ain't never seen the Dwayne fella till this year.
I don't know who this Dwayne is. I do know The Rock, but not
Yeah,
Dwayne.
I don't know who this final boss is, but the people's champ.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, final boss kind of good. Yeah. All right. Now, since we got those three in, let's do Top Hill. I don't know if this even needs to be a conversation. I don't think anybody has had the heel run like Dominic.
Yeah.
I don't even know why this has.
To this day, that man still can't talk.
This is over a
I know
year.
they did cheer him versus Gunther.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was weird.
But I don't. But again, I don't know. I don't know. Like even the Mondays might have been if this happened sooner, but the Mondays ain't.
Yeah,
They'll if they continue with this trajectory, they'll be the top hills of 2025. But I don't think anybody has had.
I was talking to my friend about Raw the other day. It's when the New Day got booed. I think it was last week. And I was like, man, they ain't gonna get no Dom heat. Then they just start talking. I was like, okay, it's mild Dom heat.
Yeah, but it's because of Big E. You don't do Big E.
The
like
Monday is so bad that even Kofi's mom, who was there on Monday,
ain't no way booing them. That is crazy.
That is amazing.
That is. Oh, man.
But does anybody have an argument for anybody else to be the top heel?
Top heel?
One of the biggest issues is that a lot of heels changed. There was an injury. You had a face run of MJF and Adam Cole. There wasn't a lot of. Roman is a good guy now, kinda. There's not a lot of heel. CM Punk, I say, is a heel, but nobody believes it. So we're gonna have to wait till that plays out for him to be like, yeah, I've always been a heel. I don't know what y'all was thinking.
Against Solo Sikoa?
I can't put him as heel of the year because he started off the year not really talking. But Dominic he's in there, but I don't think I could make a case better for Solo than Dom.
Vince McMahon.
Yes. That ain't even an argument. That is not even an argument.
So you found one person to pick on, that'd be one.
He's a heel, and the fucked up part is that there's no kayfabe. Yeah. I mean, so if I want to, I'll put that in there because
heel of the year.
Do we want to keep it wrestling?
Is it the heel of the year just because we found out all the stuff that happened?
No. It's not just because we found out. He has been defiant the entire way. He had to be forced out. He is trying to come back. We done heard stories of him trying to create a new entertainment company. Like, he's been defiant the entire way. He had a documentary this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and that recording, some of that recording happened this year before the cases went out. So yeah, he's been a heel. There's not much. Hey, just when it comes to him, just cut it out because he's been a heel. So yeah, I could put it there. I don't know. Do we want to keep it wrestling?
I mean, if we want to keep it wrestling, again, do we say the Young Bucks?
No. Their run of
they so flippy floppy. I don't know.
Yeah,
not like they're wrestling.
They're inconsistent. Their heel run was mostly because they were incompetent. It wasn't like they were bad guys. They were just stupid at their job. And they tried to make themselves sound like adults, which just made them look childish. Like they used their real Matthew. Like they just made them sound like a bunch of what is it? Men children. So,
children, yeah.
I wouldn't call them heel. They were more annoying than infuriating. That'd be like, are we going to say Chris Jericho is a heel? It's the top heel. He has been insufferable for this year, and I'm a Chris Jericho fan. January 6th messed up everything, and he had nothing to do with it. It was his wife. Like he couldn't even use that. How could you not use that? And you tried to be a heel and you just sound stupid. You tried to say, why is LL Cool J in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Like, there's stuff that has happened outside that I think that he's just doing it to try to be a heel on stuff, but he just sounds stupid. So I can't say that it's Chris.
Oh no, he's been dead. Like, he means it when he talks about LL Cool J and Missy Elliott.
Okay, this dude has been a heel for the majority of my life, so I refuse to accept that. I don't take anything that he says outside when it comes to him talking on this podcast series. And I've never taken it serious.
He's also has his own band, which
you said his own band, Fozzy?
I hope they never have him play at another show again, like wrestling show.
Oh, he not doing his cruise next year?
No, cruise that's totally different. I meant like when for All Out or All In, whatever one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. When they sing into the ring. Yeah.
Yeah, that could have been better. But I don't know. I think it's just Dominic.
Yeah, I'll go with Dom.
Yeah. That chicken tender slut.
She gives me what I want.
Some chicken tendies.
He is perfect, dog. He is hilarious. When they get into, and the funny thing is, he's been in real interviews, and they'll bring up Rey Mysterio, and he's like, he's deadbeat. You see him.
I will say, wait. Logan Paul.
Okay, I will say this. People just don't like him. I don't consider him a heel because people just don't like him. It's not that he's done anything spectacular as a heel. He has some great matches, but he hasn't been on a mic like, oh, that's real heel shit. He just sounds like if he would have acted like that and I didn't hear him talk 10 years ago, I would say, oh, that is a heel. But no, that's just him.
I mean, he tried to start off by being a
and sound exactly like he did when he was a heel. It don't change. So yeah, no. Oh, I seen. I gotta say this because I thought this was funny. Because he's announced his retirement from wrestling. Yeah. Anyway, Jake Paul was being asked about boxing this other YouTuber named KSI, and he was like,
again.
No. He said he would never box KSI because he hasn't fought anybody of substance. And everybody laughed. And it was like, and Logan was like, what you laughing for? It's like, nigga, he boxed you. Yeah, nigga, you don't have any substance. Yeah, his friends laughed at him because KSI boxed Logan Paul and Jake Paul said, you ain't box anybody. Yeah, but so no, that's just him. He is who he is, and that's not changing, face or heel. So no, I don't count it. Okay.
39.
Almost fell.
All right. We got 2 more before Wrestler of the Year. One would be Comeback of the Year.
CM Punk.
I don't have an argument about that. He came back on Randy Orton's return, and that,
that's why I don't like him.
No.
Oh no. Okay, well, in terms of comebacks, sure, because they announced Randy at least.
That was last year. He got injured at the Royal Rumble, and since he's been back from his injury,
You're right. That was last year. We had Scorpio Sky return this year.
No, no, we're not doing this because where the fuck is Scorpio Sky?
We'll get to the justice section in a second, but he did have a comeback. He had a comeback. Hobbs had a comeback. Bobby Lashley pretty much had a comeback. He came back to another. Yeah, I know. And all of it has been lackluster. Britt Baker, comeback. Thunder Rosa, comeback. Jamie Hayter, comeback.
What do they do?
Yeah, no, we're going to get to AEW in a second, but these are some people that have came back. Roman's comeback.
Roman's comeback might be the comeback of the year because everybody was sitting there waiting at SummerSlam.
Yeah, the Rock comeback. I don't know.
Nah. I mean, it was something. Nah.
You're hard pressed trying to get me to get off of CM Punk, but
I mean, Drew McIntyre just came back, and that was exciting.
Yeah, but that wasn't necessarily an injury. That was he wanted to take a break.
I mean,
it
don't necessarily have to be an injury. It could just be a person taking a break, like Moxley come back, or somebody retiring, like Sting and coming back, even though it was just for one match. You also have Adam Cole, who made a return. Ray Phoenix.
And of all the people who have come back, who has made a bigger impact than CM Punk?
Besides Roman, I don't can't think of nobody else.
Rhea got injured, came back.
And hasn't won her championship back since. I'm over their feud.
I understand that you're over their feud.
Punk even have a match yet? I'm confused. Oh wait, he's at War Games. So stupid.
I got to come back. I have a comeback, and their comeback has been amazing. No, Uncle Howdy.
Ooh.
The situation on why he had to be gone for a minute was tragic. Him coming back in that story that had went on with Chad, that was a great comeback, and they're still going. They haven't been let down. That would be mine. But that's because I love Bray. So I will always fight for a situation to where I can mention Bray.
That's fair.
That's a good one. Definitely a good one because they revived like Dexter Lumis, Eric Rowan.
Yeah.
All of them out.
And it wasn't like they just they had a bad story and so they just retuned. It was quite literally Uncle Howdy had a match with Bray had a match with LA Knight. The Uncle Howdy made his appearance. Stuff happened. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, and it just took him a second to actually come back. They had to mourn. They had to make sure that it was the right time for them to come back. The way they came back with their vignettes and their little Easter eggs that they've been doing, it has always been perfect. So I would say that would be comeback of the year. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. R.I.P. Brody Lee. Oh man,
yeah, but
I'm about to cry. Hold on 1 second. I need a second. Those was
like as much as I love Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. Again, their impact has not been felt as much as it has with CM Punk. CM Punk is intertwined with Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, the rest of the bloodline.
But it happened last year.
No, it happened this year.
His return?
Yeah.
His return was at Survivor Series of last year.
Yes, he returned. But then he got injured.
Yeah, at the Rumble.
This year.
And so he did come back. But But all of that was in place. But all of that was in place before fucking he got injured. Before
No, because he was supposed to face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania and not Drew McIntyre. Like he has to go and spit because I'm spitting hot fire.
It's too hot for him.
Yeah, it's way too hot for him. He's not ready. He hates CM Punk so much that he's not ready for that hot flame that just had to come out of his.
No, because even the Drew McIntyre, I prayed for your injury. No, that was this year. Fuck. That was the beginning of this year.
Thank you for proving my point.
That was this year.
Just give it to Punk, man. Just give it to Punk.
No, fuck that. It's still the Wyatt 6. Like, you don't.
No,
it is the Wyatt 6. Just because they came back later than Punk, so you don't get to see the effects as quick. Nigga, Punk was still doing everything while he was injured, so technically it wasn't a comeback. He's been in
the ring.
No. He has never left. No, he has never left.
That's like saying
he's never left.
Right? No, that's like saying if Big E comes back, that he can't win comeback of the year because he's been doing the pre-shows.
No, that I'm not saying that. He was actually a part of the Money in the Bank and the world title. He was a active member in that story. That's not the same as doing the pre-show. That is like saying that Stone Cold Steve Austin had to come back when he was injured, when he spent almost a year doing promos with Vince McMahon. It's not the same. It's not the same. He ain't just been out of it. He has been in everything, and you know it. That's why you try not to smile. You know that is not.
Also, Big E's comeback will be huge. Let's not pretend like that. We don't even know if that man even gonna wrestle again or not.
Yeah. So it is a completely different story between him and Big E. You cannot use that. If you are an active member in the match, like if you said right now, if Big E came back for the next 2 weeks to push along the story of the Mondays and then he comes back and wrestle, you will say that was an iconic return, but you wouldn't be calling a comeback because he's been pushing the story along.
Look, okay.
Yeah, you just I see what it is. I see what it is. You just want to see a punk?
No, because it makes logistical sense.
Not if you've been pushing the story along. Like let's say
it just come back to
Roman Reigns as the return because he has been out of the story.
But he's been pushing this story from outside.
No, he is. What has he been pushing from the outside? What has Roman been pushing from the outside?
The whole tribal chief in the Ooga Faga Oompa Loompa Doopity Doo. That's what LA Knight was talking about.
No. Okay. He has literally been going for months. The story's been pushed on because of what he has said before he left.
Even Cody Rhodes kept telling Solo, you might be the tribal chief, but you are not Roman Reigns.
Wait. So everybody else doing stuff is Roman Reigns, not the person that is sweeping the leg of Drew McIntyre. Yes. It's different. It is different. People just mention Roman and he's a part of it. No, he has made a comeback. CM Punk has been saying, "Hey, Drew, I'm going to cost you a match and cost him 2." Like
No.
Shooting promos.
No.
Okay, Danielson.
No.
Okay, Danielson. You not winning this one because you not right. Now, if you want to say Roman, I can give you Roman. Just because his aura was felt, he literally did nothing for months. But you can't say that for CM Punk with him.
He's literally begging Roman to come back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, we're not doing CM Punk. It's not CM Punk.
I'm not changing my mind.
Okay, so you're about to be outvoted. What do you say, Chris?
I don't agree with the Punk thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been there.
Collusion.
I said Roman.
Okay, then I'm saying Roman. You outvoted.
Collusion.
No, you just wrong. You're not going to collude your way into a victory on a false comeback. No, I would say Roman is the comeback of the year. If I had to pick
I'll put
between
Big E showing up at the New Day's 10-year anniversary as a comeback.
Yeah, even though it was a one-time
over Punk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, I would probably say that, considering that it just turned the New Day heel where they can't even get a word out.
Yeah.
It is more impactful. And he didn't have to just, sweep a leg or prevent you from winning Money in the Bank. He didn't have to do any of that. He just showed up, came back, and got kicked out of the group. I say Big E. I say Big E. And you said Roman?
I say Roman.
When Big E has been pushing stories on he's been pushing stories. I'm talking like Cody Rhodes. He's been pushing stories on the pre-show, on the post-show, on the show. No, it can't be Big E. If it can't be CM Punk, they can't be Big E. Even though Big E was actually gone because, no, even when his neck was injured. Stone Cold came back with a broken neck.
No, Stone Cold cut promos for 8 months. He stunned people for 8 months. And then on top of that, you cannot say...
I'm just going to lose.
Yes, you are. Because you cannot say he's been pushing the story when the whole story was, am I coming back to wrestle?
Everybody's stories. Again, post-show, pre-show, in the show, in the cup.
The commentator is not pushing the story. If that's the case, I'm going to say, what's the old boy? He left for college football.
McAfee.
Pat McAfee had a bigger comeback. If you're going to say that, he was actually going. And if he's pushing the story now, yes, I would say Pat McAfee. If we're going to go by that route, by that logic.
No.
Pat McAfee was actually gone before he came back pushing stories to leave again. And his return was more welcome than fucking seeing. Okay, so Roman Reigns. This is going to be comeback of the year, Roman Reigns. And I'm clipping this. This is going to be a clip. Putting this on my shorts.
No.
You can say no all you want. But understand that if you are a willing participant, an active member in forcing people to lose matches where you are physically contacting people, you are not coming, you're not in a comeback. You are still pushing the story. You are still participating, getting your ass whooping ass. It don't count. It don't count.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does. But
it's kind of like,
okay.
wait. We can say it like
Sometimes
this.
The right person has to be forced to be wrong.
No, the person that is wrong is just wrong. It's not forced to be. It ain't forced to be. You can say what you want, but you're not forced to be wrong. You just wrong. Okay? You might feel like you're right, but you're just wrong. Okay? The next one is going to be gimmick of the year. Gimmick of the year.
Tony.
Yep.
Who?
Tony Storm.
Oh, Tony. Yes. I don't think that's a conversation.
Now she got amnesia. I love it. She's like, Tony Storm is only weed.
We can talk about.
Yeah, talk about it because I got to find the rest of the year.
Karrion Kross.
Oh yeah.
Like
and Roman the sun, that man the moon.
Exactly. Shinsuke, Drew, the New Day, the Miz, and then people, they think that he's boring and they hate him, but they're not understanding. Like,
gotta pay attention.
Yeah. With him,
some deep level of storytelling right now.
His storytelling is kind of like how Bray Wyatt's is, where people don't necessarily understand what's going on, but then they'll when further you go down the line, you're like, oh snaps, that happened with that.
Man building rabbit holes.
Yeah. So I'm still gonna say timeless Tony Storm.
Yeah.
But
honorable mention Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you can also make the Dominic gimmick as gimmick of the year too, because he's drawing the heat. This story has pushed everything along. I mean, I wouldn't, because Tony was just amazing. I mean, people don't understand that gimmick was so good that whenever they put her on a poster with other wrestlers, everybody is colored and she only has the red lips in the grayscale coloring. They put that gimmick is perfect for any. There's not a gimmick better than that. There's not.
Not this year.
Not this year. I don't. There ain't too many that's close.
I can't disagree. So
you said what?
Said I can't disagree.
Okay. All right.
So for this one.
Okay. Now we actually have one more before we get to Wrestler of the Year, and I can't find the list for Wrestler of the Year, so we will do that one last, and then after that we'll get to the Justice segment. But this one is the fall off of the year. Wrestler that probably started good or started as one of the top wrestlers, and I don't want to say because of injury, but because of situations, whether bad storytelling, bad promo, or you just been on the decline to where now you're in the basement. These would be considered the fall-offs.
FTR.
Yeah.
Last year and like the prior years, they're having match of the year contenders like every other week. Now, like, they're barely even on AEW. Granted, I think it also could be because what's going on in one of the Carolinas. I can't. Asheville, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on in South Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
So they've had to like divert their time to actually like focusing on
taking care of the household,
building. Yeah. So that could be an issue, but honestly, it would have to be FTR.
Okay. Chris, who do you think?
Huh. I don't know. It kind of got me with the FTR thing. I'm thinking about them.
Who was your thought before that?
Maybe. I don't know. I want to say LA Knight, to be honest, but they still kind of. The crowd's still behind them.
Yeah, the crowd's still behind him. He just lost the U.S. title at the last.
Yeah. Sometimes they moving on to something else. I don't know. Yeah. My mind want to say Adam Cole, but I don't.
Adam Cole because of the injuries, though.
Yeah.
You can also say Britt Baker because of the injury to return and all of that. Jamie Hayter return and all of that. Not Jamie Hayter, but just Britt Baker. Because
I would even mention Jamie Hayter because the way that they've booked her so far,
disrespectful,
and atrocious,
and
disrespectful. But now, and Brandon, yes, now Julia Hart is back, but like, who?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I might say FTR.
Okay. So both of y'all are saying FTR right now.
Yes.
Okay. Saying this.
I know who it ain't. Rock hard, Juice Robinson.
Oh no, definitely not. I'm gonna tell you the fall off.
Wait.
What?
Wait. The Acclaimed. I'm not feeling the Acclaim.
I mean, okay.
Well, I'm not feeling the Acclaim, but I like what they're doing with the Acclaim.
Okay, question. Is there a WWE star that has fallen off? Chris said LA Knight, but the fans are still behind him. It's just that it hasn't been any impactful movement of him as of like the last 2 months.
Yeah,
You
it ain't
can't
really
really
fair.
say you can't say Finn because
Finn been operating on another level.
Yeah.
Finn is going back to Prince Devitt. I will go with Chris's favorite person and his group. Rey Mysterio and
Oh.
Okay.
actually any of the Hispanic wrestlers. Them, I mean Andrade, yes, he's had good matches, but I mean, yeah. Like Legado del
Phantasmo. Phantasma, my fault.
Yeah.
Caden and Katana Chance. Fuck is PFC.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question.
Control.
Right. Now you're saying all of that. Now, are any of them comparable to any of the AEW fall-offs?
No? I don't think so.
Because FTR was like the top tier. Everybody else that I've mentioned in WWE has been like
middle. Probably is with the exception of Damage Control with their return and how everything went. But even with that, you still got Io Sky doing everything that she's doing and everything. Yeah. All right.
Oda is still in the Continental title.
Yeah. And everybody still love Bayley. Yeah. And everybody still love Bayley, even though she's like not really doing too much. All right. So
Bayley be so thick.
Now that you say FTR for the both of you, right? This is what I'm going to say. The fall off of the year, and I don't think that should be really any conversation.
He gonna say Cody Rhodes.
He's also saying Punk.
I'm going to say AEW as a whole.
Ooh.
That fall off.
Ooh.
All of you, I've allowed y'all to make arguments for the anybody falling off, and the majority of the names have been AEW wrestlers. I had to ask for any WWE, and then I asked y'all to compare it. This isn't anything that I am just like, oh yeah, I love AEW, but by what y'all are saying, you got Chris Jericho, Adam Cole. You have CM Punk, Ricky Stark. I'm not CM Punk, but you have Ricky Starks, Scorpio Sky, Lucha Bros not being seen in wrestling.
MJF kind of fell off too, to be honest.
MJF has,
he's still great, but
he's falling off.
Now
Adam
he's
Cole
feuding with the Costco dude.
Yeah, and QT Marshall. Like, what's going on?
Y'all already know how I feel about Lance Archer and Brian Cage, right? Now let's get to the women. Hikaru, what is she doing?
Saraya.
When was the last time you seen Rio?
Rio's hurt.
When was the last time you seen her? That's not what I had said. When she has been hurt all year?
She was here in March.
For what, one match?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that's when she got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but now.
Oh, they got Nyla just sitting there making funny tweets, bro. Like, what's going on? Yeah. It might be AEW.
The stories. If it wasn't for the moment of Jack Perry, if it wasn't for Hangman and Swerve, if it wasn't for, who else could I put on that list? Because this Moxley story ain't really all that great. The Young Bucks wasn't really all that great. I don't know what y'all doing with Top Flight. I don't know what y'all doing with any of your Ring of Honor wrestlers that y'all keep trying to put them on AEW. Y'all had, what was old boy name? Dalton Castle.
Oh, yeah.
That's even.
Huh?
Man, they got rid of the boys.
Dalton Castle got
Lost the
knocked
boys.
out.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a couple months ago.
Yeah,
where he got knocked out during the match when they were one of the Ring of Honor tapings.
yeah. But he also lost the boys. His storyline with that would have been good, but there ain't no promotion there. But y'all are keep bringing Ring of Honor wrestlers on here. Why don't y'all let a story go? All of you, I'm afraid of what they're going to do for Julia Hart.
Why is the thing on Ring of Honor? She needs to be. She's so good.
You have FTR.
She needs to lose the title to Billy Starks, and
I thought that was the story.
Let me ask y'all this question: how y'all feel about Takeshita?
He's about to wrestle Powerhouse Hobbs at World End, and he's international champion.
Okay,
I don't know if he fell off. They just
no, but I'm saying that the way that
he's having banger matches. Granted, it's not in AEW, but he's putting on really great matches with Speedball Mike Bailey, with Hammerstone, with John Alexander.
Them stepping out and doing in different promotions and stuff like that, that is great. But this goes to my argument of AEW. This is the issue. Takeshita should be doing all of this here.
Yeah, true.
You got the Rainmaker.
Okada.
What are y'all doing? Oh my! They got what's old boy name? Because I haven't seen him since he returned. Huh?
No, I saw Okada calling Beast Mortos a bitch.
Okay. What is okay? Give me some of the legendary top names of New Japan.
Hiroshi.
Tanahashi.
Is Tanahashi? No, I don't think Tanahashi.
Shibata.
Now, let me ask you this: who are on the AEW roster? Because I think it's like
he's just Shibata, ain't he? Well, he won Ring of Honor.
Shibata is Okada, Kota Ibushi.
Shibata is the one that has like the big cow that got like the shoulders and shit, like he's a superhero, right? Blonde hair.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Who was that?
Shibata has black hair.
Oh, who is that?
Tanahashi.
Yeah, wasn't he here?
Or no, or are you talking about what's the Japanese pit bull? Ishii.
Yeah.
Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah.
He's in AEW.
But he's also really old. Like in
Okay, question. Because I know COVID messed up Jeff Cobb. Where is he at?
I don't think he ever signed with AEW.
He was supposed to be doing a wrestling match with Chris Jericho and all of that, and then COVID hit and he didn't do it.
I think he's just
I could have sworn he signed to somebody.
New Japan.
Yeah. Okay. But my whole thing is that they got some names on their roster. They have some people that are just sitting there and not doing anything. And I was trying to...
that was also the fault, or not the fault, but
Wait. Mercedes. The way that, if it wasn't for, who did she just have this last match with?
For Statlander.
If it wasn't for the Statlander match and her feud with Willow, her return, her coming to AEW it was a big deal for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, she really did nothing.
Private Party, Takeshita, Daniel Garcia.
Daniel Garcia is the TNT champion.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm on their roster now. All of their champions. Okada, Pac, Castagnoli, and Yuta. Daniel Garcia, Takeshita, Private Party, Mercedes Moné, Mariah May, Moxley, right? Edge. Ooh. Adam Copeland.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude broke his leg.
Huh?
He broke his leg.
Okay. So I'm asking because I haven't heard really too much of anything.
Yeah.
Alex Randall, Cool Hand, right? Anthony Ogogo, they never do
Cool
anything with him.
Hand is like he's family doing family.
Yeah, he doing family thing. I'm not saying his name for that, but like AR Fox, the Gun Club, Bandito, these are people that are
Bandito's coming back in his vignettes.
Yeah, they are pretty good. I'll give them that.
So I'm excited about that, but I'm like worried because they don't do anything when they return. They come in, they have this great return, and then they forgotten about, a la Scorpio Sky. Like you got Big Bill
or no Gravity. Actually, AEW is just like WWE. They just do not know how to book luchadors.
Wait. Bishop Khan? Who is he with?
Who?
Khan. Hold on.
Chip Khan and what's his name? They was with Swerve for a little bit, but they was
But he's not there. You got Bobby Lashley, Brandon Cutler. Brian Cage is a Ring of Honor TV champion. Brody King, Bryan Danielson is still on here. Buddy Matthews, of course, Cash Wheeler, Chris Jericho, Christian Cage. I'm not going to talk about Chuck Taylor.
He's holding the
Huh?
Christian Cage is holding contract.
He's not holding a title based off of what they're saying.
No. He got a title shot.
Oh, he got a title shot.
He has a contract for a title shot anytime he wants.
Okay. Danhausen. That flight.
People are saying Danhausen's about to get signed to WWE. No, the fuck he's not.
Where would they even put him?
Dralistico. Don't worry about it. Hologram had a good run and then
he's injured.
He got injured. He got injured.
Okay.
They said if he wasn't injured, he would have been the Continental Classic. He probably would have won.
Okay. Hey, Jay Lethal. It's nice seeing you. Yeah. Jay White, he's doing his run with Hangman.
1 hour later.
So are we just going to the Justice 4 now?
Yeah, we're about to go to the Justice 4, but we haven't decided on who is it going to be for Fall Off.
AEW.
Okay. All right. So thank you. AEW. I'm sorry, I was going through the list of names.
I don't like depression.
Oh my God. I just saw something that hurt my heart.
No, don't do it.
The Blade and the Butcher.
They just in the Battle Royal?
Butcher was, not Blade.
Yeah.
They don't even have the
bunny.
Wait a second. They got a Samoan. They have a Samoan on their roster and they're not doing anything. Toa Leona?
Oh, that's the guy who was with Bishop Khan.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're not doing nothing with them.
They're challenging for the tag titles, the ROH tag titles.
I don't know who this Vincent is. Oh, another one before we get to the Justice 4. Matter of fact, let's get to the Justice 4. I don't think there's a nomination for any one person for a Justice. So I'm just going to start calling out some names. Wardlow. Justice for Wardlow. Abaddon. Justice for Abaddon. But no. Wardlow, Miro, Butch and the Blade.
Definitely Scorpio Sky.
Ricky Starks. Lucha Bros.
Lucha Bro.
It's crazy part. We don't, since Vince been going, we haven't really had a Justice for anybody in WWE.
There's a few I can think of.
I don't know.
Well, I'll let you guys talk, and then I'll think of one.
And just for Carmelo Hayes, he deserved what happened to him on Friday.
Yeah, but that's a completely different Justice for. We need to have Justice for the people that Miro, Ricky Starks, Ray Phoenix. I'm afraid what they're gonna do to Powerhouse Hobbs. Justice for Ortiz. I need him to do something. They broke my heart by getting rid of the Proud and Powerful, but I haven't seen Ortiz do anything.
That's just that match with Santana on Rampage that nobody watched, unfortunately.
Heartbroken. Justice for Mr. Brody Lee Jr. You don't need this. You don't need to be in this. You don't need to develop the bad habits of AEW.
Justice for the Dark Order.
Justice for the Dark Order. God. And I haven't even gotten to the women.
Who?
Matter of
Justice
fact,
for Jamie Hayter.
Justice for Jamie Hayter. Justice for Britt
Thank
Baker. Justice for Kota Ibushi.
Justice. This man had 2 matches and then decided, well, he probably got injured because he was doing some crazy
Kota
stuff.
Ibushi is injured.
Yeah.
But I guess he came back and wrestled in Japan a couple days ago. But they said he had a giant mass on his shoulder.
Ew.
Okay. If Shibata doing
Justice for
anything
Kenny.
again. Huh?
Justice for Kenny Omega.
Please, Justice for Kenny Omega. I mean,
That man said, "Hey, I got this. I'm gonna go Wrestle Kingdom. I'm gonna wrestle. Was it then Gable Kid?
mm-hmm.
Man,
Supposedly, LA Knight is injured.
no,
Okay.
that ain't good.
So, damn, Abaddon, not really doing too much. Anna Jay, I love Anna Jay. Justice for Britt Baker. Justice for Diamante. Let's get you out of there. You don't need to be there. They don't need to be doing that to you. Emi Sakura. Justice for Jamie Hayter.
Oh yeah.
Camille.
Oh, justice for her. Good Lord. Why they book her like that?
Mm-hmm. Justice for Kiera Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she's not doing anything. Justice for Layla Grady. Justice for all the baddies. Because they didn't need to do what they did to them. Layla Hirsch, Madison Rain.
Madison Rain got a really bad concussion.
Okay. Mercedes Martinez. Isn't she in a Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they got her on the AEW roster. Justice for Nyla Rose. You don't need to be there. I know you just making your money, but you don't need to be there. I'm afraid of what they're going to do to Queen Amanada. She's doing good so far, but...
So we have a lot. So who are we picking?
I said I don't think that there's one that we picking. If we had to pick one, Justice for Scorpio Sky. That's where I stand.
Honestly, I'm saying Justice for Ricky Starks.
Ooh.
Because we know that Ricky Starks is healthy. We know that Ricky Starks was about to get back in the ring at GCW, but Tony Khan pulled him for whatever reason. If it was the Effie stuff, whatever. But then they had, hi guys,
Chris Jericho
and interfere. Granted, he is wrestling Zack Ryder, so he fucked over Zack Ryder, and then Matt Cardona, and then all of a sudden he elbowed Effie in the face.
All right, so I would give you Ricky Starks, but I think this justice needs to go more than just Ricky. I also say Scorpio. I don't think anybody seen this happen in the Scorpio Sky 2 years ago. He's just not doing anything. And because I feel for this man, he's having a bad year. I'm gonna say Miro. He hasn't been doing anything. Didn't him and his wife just separate? Like, he's just having a bad year, and he's stuck at AEW, and they don't know what to do with him. So I'm gonna say them. Those three: Ricky Starks, Scorpio
Sky. Stuck there with Bobby Lashley, man. This man took his wife.
I know, right? Man, and I saw an interview of Bobby Lashley talking about that. And out of everything, they was like, so how was that for you? I know it was kind of uncomfortable.
He gave a lot of respect to Lana.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He gave a lot of respect to Lana.
TJ
Perry. Because they was like, she was really like, let's do this. I got a photographer here. Let's go do this. And like, she was really involved, which said a lot to me in that Vince situation because he was still treating the women wrestlers like they were divas. And she took her assertiveness and showed that she can do more, even if it's more so behind the scenes. So respect for CJ Perry, justice for Miro, justice for Ricky Starks, and justice for Scorpio Sky.
And then let's finish this off with, I guess, Wrestler of the Year.
All right. Wrestler of the Year. We have, like I said, I don't have the list, but I know that Will Ospreay is one of the wrestlers of the year. Can anybody make a case for anybody else? I can make a case for Gunther. Far as being wrestler of the year, he has held it down. His win-loss record is insane. The matches that he's had has been amazing. I don't believe he had a match with Cody this year.
Yep. Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel. That's what it was. I missed that. But I can quite literally put him for his win.
It's only his second loss this year.
Yeah. I can put him as for his wrestling style, how he wrestles, the stories that he's been in, what he has been asked to do, the positions that he's been at in pay-per-views, his win-loss record. All of those things do put him as one of the top wrestlers this year. And his record since his career is just insane. 80% of his career, he's had a championship belt. That is crazy. Well, no, I think it's going down because.
Yeah, they say like 73% or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say for the fourth year in a row, rest of the year, Roman Reigns.
I'm going to say Gunther.
Okay.
I'm saying Roman.
Gunther's been there consistently.
Yeah. Like after WrestleMania, what was it? It was until after SummerSlam. So that's from March to August. He ain't even been around. Which is why he's comeback of the year. I wouldn't put him as. I think it's hard for him to be a comeback of the year and still be wrestler of the year because he hasn't been around to do it.
Nah, I don't. That man.
All right, but
when he wasn't there, they was begging him. They was begging for him to come back.
Yeah, part of the story. But by the standard of being the person that has held it down all year, I still, even though I can make a case for Gunther, because even CT is voting for Gunther, I think Will Ospreay is the wrestler of the year. There's not a name that you can put with him and you be like, yeah, he's going to mail that one in. He hasn't mailed a match in. And it ain't like he's just been wrestling 5-6 matches for the year. Because let's get that straight. How many matches has Roman had this year? 2? 3? Okay.
Easy.
No. Because you know what's the crazy part? Even if we did this last year, Roman had what? 6?
Okay. Easy.
But even for us and how we've done everything, for this year, Will Ospreay has been in a match with Takeshita, with Danielson, with Swerve, with MJF twice, actually with Danielson again. No, that was Swerve and then Pac. That's 6, and this is not counting any of the matches that he just throws on. We didn't throw the Kyle Fletcher match in there,
or the Ricochet one.
We didn't throw the Ricochet one in there. Like he's been consistent win or lose, you know that when you put his name on the card, it is going to be a top match for the year. And we saw that last year with FGR. And if we would have said FGR went down as tag team of the year, there would be no argument. Will Ospreay is throwing on that type of run from January to December.
Yeah.
March.
No, am I confusing? I think I'm confusing Brian Danielson with Chris Sabin. I mean, Will Ospreay with Chris Sabin. Not Chris Sabin, Zack Sabre Jr. Because Zack Sabre Jr. had a match earlier in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ospreay's first match in AEW was at Revolution, which was in March.
Okay. So from March to December.
Yeah. All right.
Roman's been going since March.
Are easy.
the only other person that I can really see, and I wouldn't be mad, is if you put Gunther there. Gunther has been phenomenal this year. And I know I'm arguing against me, but Gunther has been phenomenal. Even in his Randy Orton, his first match with Randy Orton.
The ring.
I mean, I don't know. If I had to pick, I'm saying it's Will. Chris, you are the deciding vote.
Will has definitely had amazing matches back to back. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I if anything, I would say they were tied.
I mean, I can even put Bryan Danielson if he didn't just leave, because he didn't have some great matches. But it's really between the people that have been here consistently.
I'm gonna say Will then.
I'm not mad at
Ospreay.
And honestly, I wouldn't have been mad if it was Gunther. Those two are the top this year. And if for some reason they actually watch to see it, just know that this one was close. I mean, I quite literally just made an argument for Will Ospreay and then turned around and made an argument for Gunther. And in fact, when I started it, I said I made the argument for Gunther before Will Ospreay. We love y'all.
Oh, yeah.
So, just to recap, Wrestler of the Year, Will Ospreay. Match of the Year, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for WrestleMania. Feud of the Year, Swerve versus Hangman. Hater of the Year, Drew McIntyre. Comeback of the Year, Roman Reigns. Rising Stars, Solo, Obafemi, and Ospreay. Gimmick of the Year, Timeless, Tony Storm. Top heel, Dominic Mysterio.
Chicken tender slut.
the fall off of the year is AEW, and the people that we need justice for today, Ricky Starks, Scorpio Sky, and Miro. I think that is a good list, fellas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Very good list.
So, thank you for being here.
Yep.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Happy holidays, y'all.
Yes. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
See you in 2025.
All right. So I'm wrapping this up. Quick question. Do y'all think that you will see Rey Fenix in the beginning of the year in WWE?
No.
Rey Fenix?
Mm-hmm. Rey Fenix, I mean Lucha Bros. Like, when do y'all expect them
say Lucha Bro.
When do y'all expect to see them in WWE?
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam?
You mean together?
Yes, together.
Okay, yeah. Probably SummerSlam. Give me Lucha Bros versus DIY, baby. Give it to me.
Okay.
I throw Motor City Machine Guns too.
Ooh.
Just go ahead, put them all.
Yeah.
That's just match of the year already.
The triple threat tag match: Lucha Bros, Motor City's Machine Guns, and DIY.
All I'm saying is Lucha. Penta needs to go back to the Lucha Underground version of Penta.
I would love to see that because I miss.
That's right. Penta versus Chelsea Green. Let's go.
Penta versus Io Sky. Let's go.
Oh my God, they ain't ready for that.
No,
they
they're
ain't
not.
they ain't ready for that. They don't
I would love to see
know.
it. I think
Forget
that
who
if
else.
oh, and I do think that there should be an gender wrestling. I think that we have come to the point of respecting women's wrestling to the point where there could be people like Io Sky, like Rhea. Shit. You might even could get Squirrely Liv Morgan to win a match against a man for an intergender championship. Like,
She can be dumb.
yeah, no, like really. And here we are in an era of wrestling where that is respected and that is something that we would like to see. So I think that they should make it happen. I would love to see it in AEW before WWE, just because I know that it can get more hardcore on there. But y'all lost Jade Cargill. That would have been the one woman that I would have seen dominate the men's. But that's neither here or there. If there's nothing else, I'll finish this out. All right. We did it, people. Another episode is in the books.
Sure.
I want you to know that if nobody told you that they love you today, I love you. If nobody says that you're awesome or that you're important or that they care about you, I'm letting you know that you're awesome, you're important, and we care. All right? Know that the things that happens in life, good or bad, are either going to be memories or lessons. The good is the memories to remind you of what it is that you're doing and what you're doing it for. The bad are the lessons to show you where you went wrong so you can learn from it. And then when the opportunity arrives, you can kill it. So please, please, please take it in. Understand that it's all temporary and go on to have a beautiful life. But until next time, which will probably be the beginning of next year, 2025. I want you to know that I want you to do what it is that you want to continue to do, whatever you love doing. That is listening to this podcast, getting excited for WWE video games, WWE pay-per-views, AEW pay-per-views. Oh, sorry, WWE premium live events. Seeing us at events because they're coming to Texas all in. I'm being there. Okay, I'm going to be there.
Royal Rumble's coming to Indianapolis.
There you go.
We was almost there.
No, I had to make sure. No. We are in the year of we can hate and we can still celebrate. 2025, I'm going to hate and I'm going to celebrate. Royal Rumble, I can't wait to see you at the premium live event. I can't wait to see you on there. And if I can find a way to actually get there, I would love to be there too. But we're going to hate and celebrate.
Yep.
But until then, do everything that has anything to do with everything that is wrestling. Until next time, happy holidays, happy New Year's, peace.
And I love you, Solo.
I love you, Solo. All right, peace.
Peace.